Hello, welcome to this video. We will see how to download and install AVNG in GCP cloud. Also, we will see how to configure it and run it so you can make your labs in AVNG using GCP free tier service. So first of all, you have to have an GCP account. You can create it easily using your Gmail ID. So here I have this account already login. There are some simple steps you can follow. You can click on to create an GCP account and Google Cloud. You can make your first GCP account. You will get free tier and it will now let's start. Here I have already my page open. So if you click on left side, you will find here there are many options. In these options, first you will have your dashboard. First we will make one project. Everything you are going to do, it will be in a project in GCP. So I have already two projects here. For this demo, I will create one new project. We will name in this project ENG community. Okay, create it. Here it's still under process. Just wait for some time. Now it's created. Click on it. Now I am under this project. So now what I have to do, we have to create one virtual machine, which is nested virtual machine AVNG. So click on this, go to compute engine. Compute engine you will find here in the list. I pinned it so it's in the top. Click on VM instances. It's asking enable compute engine. First you have to enable the compute engine API. So here once you click on instances, the page will open. Click on create instance. Here we will create one virtual machine which will be the nested virtual machine for AVNG. But before that, I forget, we have to download and install the nested VM, and it's this we have to do it through Cloud Shell. So click on Cloud Shell, the option right side here, and it will launch your command line, same like PowerShell or any other command lines. It's like bash. So you see here I am in AVNG community, like this is the project which I am in. Now we have to type here some commands to download the nested virtual machine of AVNG. Then we are able to create an instance using that virtual machine, and all will be done. And I will put this link in this video description also. You can use it directly from there. So just paste this link here, enter. Now see, first time it will authorize it, and it will download and install the nested virtual machine, which is the Ubuntu EVNG image, to my PC. It will take a little time, so I will pause the video, we'll come back. So you can see now it's done. It will, the status will show here ready. It means our virtual machine is installed now. So we can close this one, just type exit. We'll name this instance here ANG1. You can add label, so in future you will know the virtual machine, whatever you want to add it, you can add it. Name, this is the temporary ANG for practice labs. Add label, save it, Here you select your region. We are always going with our nearby location. Whatever region you can select. Here you select your zone in this region. Here you see there are options to series like E2, N2. These are depending on your performance, what performance you want. You can select this option and it will affect the cost also. Here you can see the cost here. Monthly estimate $25. If I go with E2, 2 vCPU, 4 GB memory. For this demo, I will select here 8 GB memory, 2 vCPU. You can go as you want with free tiers also. These options available: 16 GB 4 CPU, 32 GB 8 CPU. But I think it's enough 2 CPU. And you can see here the cost is $49 monthly cost. Okay, and if you want less than this cost with the same processing, I will show you the options also for that down below. Come down here, don't click on this checkbox. To select operating system, click on change. Here we will select our nested Ubuntu which we install through command line. Okay, click on custom image, show images option for a unique image. See the nested Ubuntu Xenia. Select this. Give your hard disk size whatever you want. I will just go with a smaller size as 40 GB. You can select 100, no problem. Firewall rules should be allowed here to access these. Okay, here in management security, like I told you, you can go with this less pricey. Now the price is after selecting the hard disk is $52 monthly estimate if I run this continuously. But this can be less if you select here availability policy. You can make it on. Now you see the big difference in the price, $18 monthly. After selecting this option, click on create and it will create our first virtual machine for AVNG. I will pause the video here until it's created. See the status is green tick, it means it's done. Our virtual machine is created and it's in the running condition. From here you can stop, it means you shut down your virtual machine. You can delete, suspend, reset, the options are here. But what I have to do, we have to launch this virtual machine. So for this you have to click this, direct click on SSH. It will launch one more window where you can command line your virtual machine. So just wait to connect to the VM. So here we already have the options to log into our VM. So we have to do some update and upgrade commands so it will be accessible. Then we can only launch our EVNG to practice the networking labs. So what I have to do, first we have to give administrator rights. So for this it's sudo I. So now see we are in root. So now we have access. Whatever command we will do is the administrator commands. The first command we have to do is apt update. Click on enter and it will update the system with latest files. The second command which I have to give is the commands also I will put in the description for this video. So this command will be this wget. Here this file installation will take some minutes. I will pause it here. Here now it's done our installation. So next command is apt upgrade. You can see here and we have to enter it. Do you want to continue what it's saying? 10 MB of additional disk space. Yes. So it will down additional some files. Before that stage, it takes almost 3-5 minutes to finish. Of course, it depends on your internet connectivity as well as your PC processing. Now it's upgrading, so we can just go with the default. We can hit enter. The it will show this for some. Now we are done with our commands. There are few commands which we put, and it takes like 5 to 10 minutes around to finish this update procedure. We have to reboot the system now. Type reboot, connect it, click on enter. It will reconnect the session. Then we will have some options. So after reconnecting, it will directly show you this window. Here what you have to do, I have the file here. You have to type Control C first. Once you type it, downside you can see here the command line is showing. Then you type here sudo I, same our administrator privileges we have to enter. Then you have to see here, type the root password. Just type on enter because the password is already there. I will tell you what is the password when we launch actually our VM. So now here hit enter, fail to change password, no problem. Host name, enter, domain name, enter. Here all settings we will go with default. Here it is showing the IP address DSCP. Will use DSCP. Type hostname for IP address, enter, direct connection, enter. Now it will reconnect it again, hit enter. Now this will reboot again and connect it again, and we will have our console, command line console again. It means the upgrade and update is done, and we will have to access our labs. Now you see, after reconnecting the session, I am in the console again. Uh, so it means our VM is ready, our AVNG VM, and we can use with this to practice our networking labs. So I'm going to exit it here. Anytime if you want to launch the console, you can click on SSH. It will open one window and you can type your commands there. Also, through using some third-party applications like PuTTY and Secure CRT, you have access to this VM from any PC. You have to have it this public IP. So to launch the VM, we have to click on this public IP. Of course, we can copy this public IP also. With community version, it is accessible through HTTP, not through HTTPS. So click on it, and now we will have to have login to our event. Here you see the login page is appear. So the default password, like I told you before, the username is admin and the password is A. Everything is in small letters. Hit enter, and yes, now we are in our virtual machine, AVNG virtual machine, and we can add the folder here like ccna add folder. So the folder is created for my other labs like ccnp. I'll click on add folder, see, and then in these folders you can create your labs. You can create outside also. See here, add new lab. There are options here. You can import this you can export your own created labs from this tab. So we will just create one test lab here, simple lab. So test lab 1, we'll give the name, whatever description you can type here, so in future you will know the which lab you created, what configuration you have in this lab, so it will be easy to verify when you have a lot of labs. Now we are in our first lab view. We can create the labs from here. There are few options here which we can select it. So first of all, we have to have some Cisco or some other vendor images installed, so we can use this for our lab like routers. But by default, we will get only this PCs, so we can use this PC for our labs now. In the next video, we will see how to install the images of routers and switches, firewalls, so we can use those images for our labs, and we will see this configuration, how we can copy the images to the this cloud VM using some applications like WinSCP FileZilla. Now connect these PCs, Ethernet 0 to Ethernet 0 direct connection, because I don't have right now any router and switch installed, so we will just see how it's work. Select this, restart selected, and it's done. Uh, we have the successful lab. Click on any PC, it will ask you to open the console. I already have secure CRT installed, so that's why it's giving me the option. I will show you in other videos also how to uh, make default open application. Like here I have secure CRT putty, whatever you use. We will stop this lab here. Close the lab. There are some options we will see in the next couple of our videos. See, the test lab one is created here. Every time you want to do some changes or you have to come back again to your lab, click on this, click on open. So I will sign out here. There are options here. You can use this system status, so you will know how much RAM and processing it's using. See, the memory is 9%. This use, there are options. I will just sign out from here. Okay, I have some documents open. So now one more thing which I have to show you, and this is for some reason, if you click on this IP, I mean because of firewall, you will not get the page, you will get error. Even you do here HTTP, you will not get this page. The reason is you have to allow some firewall rules for ports, so you can access this page. So if you are not getting this login page, if even if you are using through HTTP or HTTPS, what you have to do, we have to allow the firewall rule uh, to this one. For that, you have to go to networking section, click on VPC and firewall. We have to allow the firewall rule. Actually, for previous labs and my other project, I have this rule already allowed. That's why I get that direct this login. So what rule you have to create is you have to allow the ports. See here, ingress and egress. So I make this for two rules already, and we will see what rules I have created. So I will just show you the same rule how we will create description, or you can type whatever description here, type it. Allow internal traffic, Log sorter port priority. Here type the port 655, which is the all ports. In action to match, allow instance IP range, specified protocol. Here for TCP, UDP, you type the port range. I type it full range because we don't want any errors. This is just a test lab. In direction, here it's ingress. You select one ingress rule, one egress. Okay, save it. Again, you create another rule, and then for that rule, you have to type it the egress. Okay, like here, create rule. Type the name for your rule, egress, description, allow for ANG, logs, network will go with default. Priority here is showing 100, will go with this. Here is the option ingress rule, which I showed you already. We have click on egress. The second action to match is allow specified target service tags. We will go with default IP range, destination IP. Like I told you, you can type here 0.0.0.0/0, so it will allow all. You can specify protocol like here TCP UDP. Here we will give the port like I told you 65534. This will allow all the ports create. Even ingress, the name must be continue. So here we have the name ng create. Now our egress rule also is created. Once you create these two rules to allow the TCP ports, UDP ports, then you will get the option for your ANG. So we will see the next configuration, how to add images in the next video. Thank you.